NIO is going ham. More specifically, ONVO is going ham in terms of marketing and in terms of ramp up. This is the update that you guys always wanted to see. When I see comments in my previous videos about, ONVO, sort of you guys labeling ONVO as a failure, I mean, they just started ramping up. But I got some very interesting update for you guys today. When I was going to a friend's place, in the elevator, I saw this. I kid you not, right there, an advertisement for ONVO L60. Oh my God, this ad is so beautiful, and it gets right to the point. The big slogan on top, we have, it says 3 minutes to swap, a better experience than even getting gas. And of course, you got the swap station right there, conveys the message directly. And then of course, you got the pricing for the car and the price of the car without battery. And then underneath, you have some of the features like 900 volt or very safe safety standards and all that kind of great stuff. And then at the very bottom, you have the QR code that you can scan with WeChat. And then if you download the app, you can also get a loot box and to get some gifts and stuff like that. So definitely very, very, very nice marketing. And not only that, you're not only seeing ads pop up here in China, you're also seeing a concerted advertising effort, a sales effort. So what I mean by that is today I actually received a text message from ONVO, all right, because I test drove the car before, and basically it's telling you, hey, you should get an ONVO. And also you have that, they talked about the promotional package, the incentive, 30,300 RMB worth of incentive package. You're not really sure what that includes, but you have to take their word for it that it's worth that much money. Very, very nice. And, they're really going ham in terms of the marketing and sales. They're trying to sell this really, really intensely. But also in terms of the factory, the CEO, ONVO CEO, has been there trying to, pump as many cars as they can. And here's a really good look at the factory. Take a look. I mean, wow. They got rows and rows of these delivery trucks with lots of ONVO L60 loaded on the back of them. And he's, helping to divert, those trucks to make sure there's no congestion or any sort of traffic, or so that customers can get their ONVO L60 as soon as possible. So there's huge amounts of demand, and he actually confirmed that sales are exploding. All right, there's so many sales. Okay, so definitely nothing to worry about right there. Lots and lots and lots of sales. And you got to remember, he promised that in December we're gonna see 10,000 deliveries for ONVO, and then in about February, or was it March, we're gonna see 20,000 deliveries for ONVO. So I think it was March, yeah. And if he doesn't achieve those goals, you can request for him to resign. So that's how confident he is on getting those delivery targets. A lot of people are still waiting for the car. And even though the CEO said there are some refunds because people can't get their car in time, that shows you how much of a demand there is for this vehicle, okay? And right now, they're really stepping up the marketing effort. Also, the NIO manager, former NIO manager, now ONVO manager, informed all of us that if you're a NIO owner and you go test drive a ONVO, then you can actually get this really nice cup. So they actually also have like these test drive gifts for you to test drive the car. And it's nothing special, all right? It's just a very cheap cup, okay? It's not going to cause massive cash burn. And NIO, of course, also does the same thing. You test drive, you can get a special test drive gift. So it's encouraging people to test drive a car. And remember, NIO CEO said that during the earnings call, he said that ONVO actually has the highest test drive conversion rate out of any single vehicle that they've ever sold. That means out of 100 people that test drive an ONVO L60, more people ended up buying the car than any other NIO vehicle out there, ever. Okay, so that's a very good sign. That shows you that there's nothing wrong with the product, okay? But I do have to be fair, all right? I mean, I have to show you both sides of the coin, the good and the bad. And here is the slightly bad thing, all right? The slightly bad thing. So some of the customers, they have complained about some of the problems. And these aren't huge problems. There's nothing to worry that much about. But it's worth sharing to let you guys stay informed. So one of the problems that I've seen, and this was actually reported on here in China, was sometimes the auto parking, for example, in a parking spot where there's a pillar, a concrete pillar next to it. There was one incident, just one, all right, not many, where the auto park unfortunately scraped the car against the pillar. And this was, the auto park where the driver was outside and controlling it with his phone, but it happened so fast in about 3 seconds, it scraped the pillar. Apparently the car didn't detect the pillar. So that's an unfortunate mishap, but it's getting some public attention here in China. So that's why I'm letting you guys know. Also, I've seen some videos of a ONVO vehicle where the door handle of the driver's side does not pop out. So just minor, small problems like that. Nothing big, all right? And in that case, in that situation where the door handle didn't pop up, it was so random. Like, he sent the car to the service center to get it checked, and by the time he got there, it started working again, all right? So, there's nothing big malfunctioning with the car. So that's something to be very, very happy about. And they are ramping up production. And even though we're seeing slight drop-off in weekly deliveries for ONVO, this has more to do with production ramp-up, right? And not to do with demand, okay? It's more to do with the fact that producing these cars are very, very difficult because they're, NIO's first Gen 3 car, NT 3.0 car. So a lot of new technology, technological processes, and different, like, everything is different in the car compared to NIO vehicles. So that's something to keep in mind, all right? That's something to keep in mind. But I am very, very confident that we will probably get 10,000 deliveries in December for ONVO. And then this month, I think we're looking closer to like 5,000-6,000 deliveries for ONVO. I'm sure they're, as you can tell from the CEO's video, they're pumping as many cars as they can, right? They're trying to make optimizations to ramp up and try to sell more. So definitely do not say it's a failure. It's just starting. It's just starting. We're not getting to those numbers yet because we haven't ramped up to those numbers yet. So people that are commenting ONVO is a failure and Firefly is going to be a failure too, no. Okay, it's too early to tell. Okay, but some of the things that I am concerned about, perhaps Model Y Juniper, right? That's probably on everybody's mind. How is that gonna hold up against ONVO 60, right? Is ONVO 60 still gonna be the better sell, the better buy when that Model Y Juniper comes out? That's the biggest question that we all need to ask, all right? But for now, be happy. They're trying very hard with marketing. They're trying very hard with getting sales, and they're trying very hard to pump out cars. Should just be happy in general, all right? As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.